Welcome to day 16 of our yoga advent calendar. I am Faye. This is Daisy Doggle. She's might be a little bit grumpy today, but we'll see. So grab your space, grab your yoga mat, your chair, whatever. Wear comfortable clothing you can move easily in. Grab your favourite beverage if you like to drink tea or anything while you are practicing yoga. Let me know if you do, because I really don't like it, but I'm very interested, weirdly. And I will see you in a second. Coming to a comfortable seated position, and if that's on a chair, if you are mat based, come down onto the mat, cross-legged, legs out long, your choice. And we will start as we normally start, just by checking in with our breath and with how we're feeling. We'll do some breathing and then we'll get moving. So taking a soft gaze, closing the eyes entirely if that's good for you. One breath in and out. Second breath in and out. Your third breath in. Start again. Coming to a comfortable seated position. So if you're on a chair, have your back against the back of the chair. If you are on the mat, come down to the mat, cross-legged or legs out long, kneeling if you'd rather kneel. Make it comfortable for you. Finding your stillness, finding a soft gaze or closing the eyes entirely. We'll take our 3 breaths to check in. Checking in with a breath with first breath. Checking in with the body with the second breath. And checking in with how you are feeling with the third one, breathing in and out. And just let your breathing be natural, be normal. We're going to take a few moments to become aware of our breath. We're not forcing anything about it. We just notice. As you notice your breath, notice whether you breathe more into the chest area or whether it's more into the stomach area. Just notice where the biggest movement is. You might notice that you breathe equally into the chest and to the stomach. It's absolutely fine. You might not notice if there's a biggest movement somewhere. Become aware of what's present. And as you notice where you are breathing most predominantly, notice if that correlates with a feeling. So if you feel like you are breathing into your chest more than not enough, does that make you feel a certain way? If you're breathing into your stomach, is that making you feel a specific way? It might not. We are just taking this time to become aware, to notice. Notice if you don't feel anything. That's absolutely valid too. And as you take this time to notice, is your breathing pattern changing in any way? Again, it might not be. Doesn't matter. We notice without judgment. And then just letting your mind do whatever it wants to do. On your next inhale, take your arms overhead. Bring the hands together. Gently push down through the sit bones. Inhale, really lengthen up through the spine, through the stomach. If you want to wiggle, wiggle. And then in fact, let's clasp our hands here as well and turn the palms to face up, getting another stretch up. You might want to try and ease the arms backwards so you're starting to get into the shoulders. Notice what works for you. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down to the sides. Taking your right hand to the mat beside you, around about the hip area. If you're on a chair, take your right hand to the knee or to the thigh. Left arm raises overhead. We inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and then exhale, take the left hand over towards the right. Breathe. Breathe into that stretch. And then as you inhale, lifting back up, left hand comes down to the mat or to the thigh, right arm comes overhead. Another inhale in, we lengthen up. As you exhale, take that right hand over towards the left. Gently pushing into that hand that's on the thigh or the floor if you want to increase the stretch, and really thinking about anchoring down through that right sit bone. Breathe. Inhale, lift back up, and exhale, bring your right hand down. Lovely stuff. Give it a little bit of a wiggle if you wish to. On your next inhale, raise the arms overhead, hands come to shoulder distance apart. As you exhale, bend the elbows so they come to shoulder height. So here, cactus arms, we're thinking about shoulder blades down the back. Engage the arm muscles, so thinking about hugging the muscle around the bone. Clench your fists as if you are trying to show off your muscles. And then release out, let it go. Clench your fists, or really clench them, and then let it go. Clench your fists, and then let it go. And inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, shoulder height. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the elbows. You can clench the fists if you wish to as you do that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the elbows, shoulder height, cactus arms. Inhale, 2 more like that. Exhale, bend the elbows, shoulder blades down the back. Really engage your arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus arms. Take a break if you need to, shake it off. If you don't need to, we'll stay here for a second. Meet us back in with cactus arms, elbows bent at shoulder height. And then as you exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, come back through to the other side. And we're just going to go from side to side. So in fact here, choose your breathing pattern. So you might want to inhale one side, exhale the other side. Or you might want to take your breath slower. Find what works. Getting into our upper back. And noticing your biceps starting to ache maybe. It might not be. Awesome. Arms might be shaking. And then make that last one, equal it out. So if you've been started first one side, finish at the other side. Shake your arms out. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Lovely stuff. So, arms out to shoulder height straight. You're not going to like me. So, here again, we're trying to just thinking about engaging our muscles. So, lengthen through the little fingers. As you do that, your arm muscles might engage, so your biceps and triceps might engage. Thinking about your muscle hugging around the bone. These are also where our arms come to when we come into Warrior 2. Shoulder blades down the back. So we look relaxed, but we're actually really strong. We're lengthening through the little fingers, really building that arm muscles, our arm strength up. Breathe. And on an exhale, release out, shake it off. Well done. Lovely stuff. So when we practice Warrior 2, which we're going to do tomorrow, I think, we will be using our arms like that. So we're opening the chest, shoulder blades down the back, arms out at shoulder height. And we're really kind of engaging. So we're going to do that once more. So take the arms out to shoulder height. I also quite like this just to think about balancing ourselves. So where are our arms? There's one arm up and the other arm down. And if we bring both arms to kind of the same height, do we feel slightly more balanced, more centered if we do that? Lengthen through the little fingers. You can do this. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Come on. Inhale. Exhale, release it out. Ah, that's better. Give your arms a little bit of a rub if they need a bit of a rub. So, arms out on shoulder height again. You've got this. So instead of holding them here, we're actually going to start just to circle the arms around. Move from the shoulders. So really think about kind of your shoulder socket and the shoulder socket moving. So you're moving from the shoulders. Bear with, breathe, and then take those circles the other way. Keep going. Notice how much resistance there is in the body. Notice how much it's wanting you to stop, yelling at you, and then stop, shake it off. Well done, really good going. Excellent stuff. So from here, just thinking about what we're doing, I'm going to turn around. So if you are cross-legged, take your cross the other way. Can't remember which way I was cross-legged. Ooh, that's the way. And then make fists with your hands. Bring your fists behind you, so you can do this on a chair as well. Just might want to shift towards the front of your chair. Just gently push down through the arms. So we're not necessarily trying to open the chest here, we're just trying to push through the hands. Excuse me, if it feels better to have the flats of the hands on the mat, do so, and just gently push through the arms. So we are just trying to get some engagement through the arms, get some weight through the hands, so we are gently strengthening our arms. Shoulder blades are coming down the back. Lovely. Breathe. So you might be able to see that I'm kind of releasing out and then pushing back in. And that's one good way to kind of ease out and push back in and build strength gently. Lovely stuff. So release out. From here, if you are mat based, I invite you to come up to standing. If you can do so without using your hands, it's a challenge that you can choose to accept or not. If you are seated, you can either come to standing or you can stay seated. Your choice. So let's see if I can come to standing. Oh, look at that. Awesome stuff. So once we're standing, even if you're seated, just give it a good shake. Just shake everything off. If you're starting to get pins and needles anywhere, shake it off. Lovely stuff. And then finding a mountain pose. Seated and standing, feet hip distance apart. Gently push down through the feet. As you push down through the feet, calves engage. Thighs lift up. Lengthen through the tailbone ever so slightly. Bring the arms overhead. Hands come together at prayer position, heart center. Apologise, you can't see my hands probably. Gently push down through the feet. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Gazing thumbs if that feels good. Get a full body stretch going here. Enjoy it. Really kind of go into it. Wiggle. Be still. Your choice. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down to prayer position, heart center. Taking a soft gaze, and we will finish with our 3 breaths. In and out. Noticing how you feel now. Breathing in and out. Thanking your body for everything it's done today. Breathing in and out. Bowing to yourselves very slightly. Thanking yourself. And I thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow.